The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City. Our sight tonight. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. And our third month into the season, things becoming a little more clear in the power rankings. You look at Golden State, they're gaining on some. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, there is a bit of...
Thanks for that report, David. It's always interesting, isn't it, Greg, when buddies go up against one another?
And the last thing you want to do is lose to a friend. There's a lot of pride at stake, even though there's a lot of love.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Vonleh's out there with Jones. Then it's Culver. Then there's Walden. And it's Napier in at the point guard. And for Chicago, Young and Carter are the big men inside. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's B in at the 1 spot. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
And that one, good. Culver's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Timberwolves. Here's B. No good on that one. Good D by Jones. Now here's Napier. Guarded closer. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Here's B. Connects from three-point range. And this organization sees a lot of potential in Axel Walden. They think, Greg, he could be a big part of their future.
But you love the potential he has. A lengthy forward who moves so well. And this team is hoping that he can make the most of his frame and be a star for them.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Jones kicks to Walden. Now here's Culver. Guarded by Levine, and the basket by Napier.
Look, this is how you draw it up coming out of the locker room. 3 of 3 so far.
Here's B. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Walden. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
Sometimes it's hard trying to guess what AW is going to do, which is how he attracts so much contact.
And the second free throw, good. Smitty, the increased pace of the game, how does that affect players, you think, trying to get through the season in terms of, say, fatigue?
You know, I think for the teams that those coaches understand, they do a great job of playing 10, 11, 12 guys throughout the season. It usually bodes well. It's those organizations that's going 6, 7, only 8 deep. You see those guys start to fatigue, and any injury, then you really see it shows up on paper and on the floor when you're not a deep team.
Here's B. Hits it from three-point range. B's got 6.
And guys, in case you didn't know, Axel Walden and Shea were actually roommates in the summer leading up to the draft. Now they're both in the league and get to square off as competitors.
They are indeed, and you know, Greg, there has to be a little extra motivation for both of them here tonight. They're still good friends, but nothing feels better. Hitting a shot right in the face of a friend, right? Here's Napier. The kick out to Walden. No good from outside. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Bucks. Pass to Napier. Timberwolves passing it around. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 2. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
And in their 2 matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall.
money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Now here's Napier. Not a lot of room. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 7.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Passes it to B. Fires from deep. Good on the three-point shot. Well, a look here at Axel Walden. Kid they call AW. Lots to like about his game, Greg.
Well, the Wolves took him with the 11th overall, and I was surprised he didn't go higher. It is rare to find a player with the upside that Walden has, and if he pans out, it could be a huge boon for Minnesota.
Shot clock at 6. A nice shot by Culver. Culver's got 6.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
To the left wing. Here's B. Off target from the wing.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Bulls making a change here. Markkanen's checked in. Timberwolves also changing it up. Belly's checked in for Noah Vonleh. Robert Covington comes in for Walden. And it's Teague in for Napier. Outside Teague. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
No good from B.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Teague deciding where to go with it. Hands it from downtown.
If you give Teague enough room out there beyond the arc, he won't hesitate to make you pay.
B. Teague covering. Here's B. Off the left rim and out. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. And when you think of Jordan Bell, you think of a do-it-all big man.
Specifically how strong he is on defense. Great timing for blocking shots, good hands, and can guard anybody out on the floor. Can finish plays as well when moving at the hoop.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out.
Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Felicio. Young comes in for Markkanen. Zach LaVine's checked in for Antonio Blakeney. And B's subbed in for Dunn. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Damian Jones. Walden comes in for Robert Covington. Culver's checked in for Jake Layman. And it's Napier in for Jeff Teague. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Walden. Bell is out there with Vonleh. Then it's Culver, and it's Napier in at the point guard. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, B in that last game against the Bucks put together a nice one. He finished with 20 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. What stood out was his hustle. Work ethic was what really allowed him to make an impact. Kevin?
Nice work, David. Thank you. Greg, he did some fantastic things in that. He made a huge impact.
And I look for him to try and repeat that performance here tonight. I really do.
And I'm sure coach is hoping for that as well, but every night's different. Who knows, maybe someone else will have to step up this time.
Here's Levine. The second effort. Here's B. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
He was red hot in the first quarter. Hit 3 threes. Now suddenly struggling to find the range.
Chicago's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Culver kicks to Napier. Sinks the triple. Napier's got 10 points in the game.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
B Napier covering. Here's B, knocked away. Young pass to B. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Smitty, here's an interesting question. Over the next 5 years, which player wins the most MVPs?
You know, I think it's Giannis. He's looking like the favorite right now because the way he's playing, he has a possibility to win the MVP now. And then I think also because of his age, he's the one guy. And also Anthony Davis could catch Giannis. He has that type of talent.
And it's sent back by Carter.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying dividends. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Napier with it. Now guarded by B. And Axel Walden slams it in.
And this is the connection AW has with his guys. Knows exactly when to go for the alley-oop.
And here's a look at some numbers for Walden.
And he's struggling with his shot these days, and the analytics bear that out. With the true shooting percentage heading down in these past 10 games. But, guys, it wouldn't surprise me if that was a trend that he could reverse here tonight. And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Vonleh dishes to Culver. And he drops it in from the low post. 8 points for him.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's B. And again, Chicago. No good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Napier. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
A nice shot by Carter.
Wendell did this against high-level college competition. Consistently showcased the ability to score with efficiency.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Murray's checked in for Chicago. Minnesota also with the sub. Robert Covington's checked in for Jordan Bell. Poked away. Vonleh. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
For Minnesota, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Teague, he's checked in for Shabazz Napier. Bulls trail by 8. Levine finds Porter. Out to the right wing. Fires the 3. Vonleh with the rebound. Vonleh's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Here's B. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. B's got 18 points.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
With the floater and the layup good by Teague. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's B. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. B's got 20.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Teague drives in. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. The offensive rebound. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
With his vertical, Zach LaVine has all that he needs to be a plus rebounder out of the backcourt.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Some changes for Chicago. Felicio's checked in for Carter. Markkanen comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And Chris Dunn subbed in for B. Timberwolves also changing it up. Damian Jones comes in for Vonleh. And Jake Layman subbed in for Walden.
Drafted third.
So, at the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Free throw good. Murray. And so Murray nails both of them. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Minnesota on top, up 3.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, B has been exceptional here, guys.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
And small forward and power forward, Porter and Young. Levine is out there with B, and it's Carter in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
Continuing from where he left off. First 3-pointer of this half, 4th of the game.
Timberwolves have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Here's Walden. Another miss by Minnesota.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Good on the bucket. B's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls.
An efficient facilitator when he's asked to do it. Porter with the sweet dish.
Outside, Jones. Now, here's Culver. Guarded by Levine. 6 to shoot. Jones. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Finally. Now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Steve, we're seeing teams around the league putting up a lot of three-point shots. I'm sure you would have enjoyed playing in this era so much with that green light shooting 3.
I would, Kevin. Getting a chance to shoot maybe 5 or 6 more three-point field goal attempts takes your numbers up. But I also think a lot of these teams are copycats. Everybody can't shoot the 3. Work on your game and what's best for you.
Here's B, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He's had 6 attempts at the line, made 5 of them.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So for the Bulls, Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Young. And it's Ryan Arcidiacono in for Zach LaVine. Minnesota also with the sub. Bell's checked in. Outside, Walden. Over Valentine. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Here's B. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. 4th, the Bulls.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
Minnesota making a switch here. Covington's checked in. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. The Timberwolves have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
Here's B. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Culver's shot is off. And so it's Archie Diacono with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They host the Kings after this game, and that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Here's Walden, and it's Chicago with the rebound.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic. Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Now the pass to Culver. Now Jones. Kicks it to Napier. Pass to Culver. Outside Covington. Buries the long-range jumper. Covington's got 8.
Have to guard Covington at all times from outside the arc. He is lethal from deep.
Chicago calls timeout.
Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, 3-star guy.
Inside. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. And here's Culver. 6 on the shot clock. To tie it up. Carter pulls it in. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA-level stuff.
On the court for Minnesota, Culver out there with Napier. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Vonleh. And it's Layman in at the 3 slot. Here's Napier, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Well, you look at B. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there are just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. For the 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Layman kicks to Culver. Pass to Napier. Passes it to Culver. Over Young. No good off the back of the rim. Chicago leading. B. Napier covering. Here's B. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 6 assists now in the game. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Napier. Makes it off the glass.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
B. Napier covering. The pass to Levine. Shoots. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Vonleh's got his 16th rebound on the night. Swiped it away. One-on-one fast break. Here's B. Drops in the layup for 2. B's got 39.
Beautiful find by Carter. Sees the floor really well for a young big.
And the Timberwolves call time. You have to like what we're seeing from B.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to run him off his spots out there. He is rolling.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, B.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Damian Jones is checked in for Lehman. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Ryan Saunders' huddle. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end, stay connected to the shooters. On the offensive end, if you don't have an open shot, pass it around. And see if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
Thanks, David.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And the Timberwolves call time. You have to like what we're seeing from B.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Chicago leading by 4. From deep three-point range, the shot comes out, and Minnesota now the other way. Here's Culver. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And how about the young fella, Culver, showing some poise there. This is why his team goes to him in these situations, not afraid of the moment.
Here's B. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Napier with it, now guarded by B. A minute 50 left in the 4th quarter to take the lead. And it's Napier missing. Chicago has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Here's B. Second chance shot, and Jones sends it back. Now here's Napier. Defense is right there to tie it up. And it's in there. That's 12 points for Jarrett Culver.
That's a huge shot from Culver, proving that he can be clutch. Wow.
B. Napier covering. The kick out to Porter. Clock at 6. Here's B. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. Markkanen, he's checked in for Thaddeus Young. And a change for the Timberwolves. Walden, he's checked in for Robert Covington.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Culver passes to Vonleh. Money!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Chicago calls timeout. There's 42 seconds left in the game. But they get it back. Walden, the pass to Culver. Over Levine. It's in!
And for me, guys, this is an area that Culver should utilize more often, showing off that incredible feel with the jumper.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're down by 2. 29 seconds left in the 4th quarter. .29 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Here's the 3. Buries it from outside.
and they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And the Timberwolves call time. They trail by 1. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. They kick out to Walden. Can't get the 3 to fall. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some missing.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And he is unable to get the second one. Here's Culver. Count it! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And that attacking mindset. When Culver sees an opportunity like that, he just grabs it.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. From the United Center. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Minnesota, Vonleh's out there with Walden. Then there's Shabazz Napier. Then it's Culver, and it's Jones in at center. Chicago calls timeout. The Bulls shooting 39% from the floor, at their best. Levine kicks to Porter. Pass to B from the high post. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. B's got it all tied up now for the Bulls. Napier with it. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Bean passes to B. He's off on that one.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. A minute into overtime and what has been a great game so far. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Walden. Here's Vonleh. And it's sent back by Carter. Here's B. Here's Porter. And easy 2 points on the layup.
In a tight game, get the ball to someone who won't shrink. Big shot by Porter.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime. Now, here's Culver. Guarded by Levine. And it's sent back by Carter. Pass to B. Jacks up a 3. And Jones sends it back. Here's Culver. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
And he does get the second one. And that gives them the lead.
You know he wanted to knock down all his shots at the line, but he still did enough to put them in front.
Around 2 minutes into overtime now. It's been a good one. Here's B. And Jones sends it back. Now Napier. To the middle. Stolen by Carter. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Levine with the ball. Got it!
Woo-wee. If you want to know what Zach LaVine is made of, you just found out.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. There's 42 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Napier finds Jones. And here's Culver. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
And credit the aggressiveness there. I love it whenever Culver is looking to score. It focuses the defense on him and still able to get the job done.
Can't sink it, and that was an important free throw. Bean passes to B. And it's denied.
And great positioning there from Culver. That's what allowed him to get the block.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He sinks the clutch free throw. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. 15 seconds left in overtime. Now here's Levine. Defense right on him. And there's the pass to B. There's the 3. The 3 won't fall. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period.